It's time to talk about adding a function center to your game. Now you might be thinking, Peter, a function center isn't a real thing in The Sims. And you're right, it isn't. But the great news is that we're about to make it a thing. Now the aim of having a function center in your game is to help you host almost any event without being like, oh crap, I need to spend 20 minutes decorating and setting this event up. In short, it's to save you time and lower any sort of barrier to entry that the various events have so that you can enjoy them more often. I've set up my function center as a stunning chateau, and yes, I will be placing this on the gallery so that you can download and use it should it take your fancy. I will flag that I did use content from quite a few packs in this build, but the good news is that I also avoided using any content from the My Wedding Stories game pack just because the pack is so buggy. My chateau has expansive grounds filled with a wide range of activities and lots of different function rooms, which all cater to different social events. I've blocked off each of the rooms, and I suggest that when you host an event on the lot, you quickly jump in and unblock the path to the function room that you want to use. That way, Sims will generally go where you want them to, and it won't be as much of a struggle with Sims roaming around everywhere. I have 2 function rooms where Sims can tie the knot, with one being an indoor wedding setting and the other being an outdoor wedding setting. Plus I have 2 wedding reception rooms, again one being inside and another located outside. Because we love options and we also love a plan B, especially if you have seasons and the weather is not looking to be too crash hot. But it's not just about weddings. Upstairs, I added 4 smaller function rooms, all with different purposes. One is a general birthday party room that's set up for all ages. In addition to a dance floor, bar and buffet tables, there's a games table, a few sitting areas, and even a guitar for Sims to play. Across from this is a room set up for black and white parties. As you can imagine, the room's aesthetic is very black and white. I mean, it would be a little bit awkward if I was like, surprise, it's pink. Anyway, there's a dance floor, a bar, buffet tables, a photo station, and an area to play cards. Another room upstairs has been set up for spooky parties, which come with the spooky stuff pack. I feel that this kind of event can be really underused, but it can be a nice tie-in with a Halloween style holiday if you have seasons, or it can even just make for a fun costume party to throw. I gave this room more of a teen feel, with spooky decorations and a gaming arcade machine, a small dance floor, spooky candy bowls, and a buffet table for food. There's a TV and games area for spooky movies or video games of course, as well as a bar to grab drinks at and a pumpkin carving station because it fits the theme. The final function room is set up for kids' birthdays and events, and it has a much younger feel to it, with lots of coloured carpets, kids' toys and hangout areas, as well as buffet tables for food and drink trays for that hydration lifestyle. There's a dance floor too, because in my mind you're never too young to dance, or too old for that matter. We love a dance. Note that in addition to function rooms, you'll ideally want a kitchen or 2 in your function center, just so that if you hire a caterer for an event, they'll have somewhere to prepare food for you. Now you might be thinking, this looks cool, but how are you classifying the lot? After all, there is no function center lot type. Well, I've set mine up first and foremost as a museum, with a small museum-like area on the 2nd floor, which when combined with the downstairs entry area and the chateau gardens, it lets the lot stand alone as a kind of place to visit even if you don't have an event going on. A museum lot type will also let you have weddings, birthday parties, and black and white parties, but if you want to host some other events, then you'll need to reclassify the lot. For this reason, I made it so that my chateau also ticked off the requirements to be a park and a bar, so that I can jump in and reclassify the lot if needed for a particular event. For example, parks will allow you to host toddler playdates, weenie roasties, and carver parties, while changing your lot type to be a bar lets you host spooky parties or incognito costume parties. If your function center can transition between these types of lots, then you'll be able to host almost any event there. All in all, a function center lot can just be a super handy thing to have so that you can host almost any event in a nice setting with minimal preparation. Once again, I'll be popping this chateau onto the gallery. And with that, we've reached the end. If you enjoyed or found this helpful, then please subscribe and leave a like. I would really appreciate it. And have an amazing day. See you later.